Hey everybody, I'm Tim, the Suburban Dad. Unicorn alert, I managed to snag Jack Daniel's single malt, American single malt, twice barreled in Oloroso sherry casks. And I am interested to dig in and share with you all the details. We're going to talk about my tasting notes. We're going to talk about whether it's worth it at the price, how much I would be willing to pay for it, how much it really should cost in my opinion. We'll talk a little bit about American single malts. So, let's get to it. Appreciate you joining me today. Happy to have you. Make sure you hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And once you've done that, if you hit that little bell, that'll give you a notification letting you know when these videos are coming out. Jack Daniel's. Who would have thought that Jack Daniel's would make a single malt? I did not, for one. And just to be clear, for the record, I was into American single malts before they were cool. Okay? Balcones has done a lot there, like the epitome of American single malt companies, distilleries down in Texas. If you haven't already, check out their stuff. I've done a video about their special release, Pilgrimage, and I've also done a video about other American single malts that you should check out. Jack Daniel's, so okay. Not only we check off a couple boxes here, the American single malt and finished whiskey, finished in Oloroso sherry casks. Let's get it open, have a sniff, have a taste, and we'll go from there. My goodness, right away on the pour, that is extremely dark and viscous looking. I mean, it is thick. It's like liquefied honey, like super dark and rich, like more like maple syrup, actually. Wow. Okay, so there's no age statement on this bottle. It's 106.2 proof. And it also doesn't say that I've seen how long it's spent in sherry casks, but it's made from 100% barley. Let's have a sniff. Very sweet and rich right away on the nose. Okay, so definitely a lot of dark, rich fruit notes and some leathery tone to it. A little bit earthy, almost a little bit like black licorice in a way, but not in a bad way. It's not quite black licorice, but what am I trying to pick up on? But I'm gonna stick with black licorice a little bit, but in a good way, like it fits here. So super rich, viscous looking, very inviting nose. Let's have a sip. Okay, so let's try it again. So the first thing I notice on the palate is it's actually got quite a dry quality to it. That must be from the sherry cask. It's very rich, full mouthfeel, which again probably is heavily influenced from the sherry. It's tasty. The textural experience is quite nice. Very full and rich on the palate, but it does have that kind of drying aspect to it, like a red wine. I'm not a wine drinker really, or a sherry drinker. Like you'd get a dry red wine is the feeling that you get on the tongue. So there definitely is a little bit of spice in there. More of a creamy fruit note to it. Okay, so this is going to be very oddly specific, but it's like dry fruit that's been reconstituted a little bit. So it's definitely not fresh fruit, but it's not old stale fruit. On the nose, I'm getting notes of caramel, hand-picked strawberries, fresh, organic, gluten-free pie crust. There's kind of some raisin notes in there, a little bit. I do like it. I don't know if my face is reflecting that very well, but I'm enjoying this. It's a very unique pour, honestly. It's not quite like a bourbon. It's got more fruity notes. It's dry. If you're expecting bourbon, don't. It's not anywhere close. because guess what? It's not a bourbon. It's still American whiskey. If you're a strictly bourbon guy, I would say, man, you might really not enjoy this a whole lot. I enjoy it. I like American single malts, and I'm enjoying this one. If you're a rye guy, there's a good chance that you might enjoy this from the spice. There is a spice factor. Baking spice, yeah, not peppery really. Okay, so price. This costs, drumroll please, I found this by dumb luck, everybody, so don't hate me. Dumb luck, that's usually how I find my good bottles. $77, which is basically retail. And just found it sitting on the shelf at the local Total Wine. A buddy of mine gave me the heads up, thankfully. So $76, I think that's priced fairly appropriately. It's rich and complex enough to warrant that price point. I don't know that I would want to pay much more than that. Maybe $85 at the most, but definitely not over $100. This is well priced, Jack Daniels. Good job on that. For the proof, it's very drinkable. I mean, I'm not feeling much of a burn, just a little bit of a hug. Good at its price, maybe up to $10 more, but really don't kill yourself trying to find this. There's other great single malts out there that you would enjoy. Now I will say the sherry finish is unique, and that adds a whole nother set of richness to it, so there is that. But as far as the overall experience, I'd say priced well at $77. So would I recommend it? Yes, if you can find it at the price, buy it. It's good, it's tasty, and it's a unique experience. If you haven't really delved into single malts much, give it a try. It's fun. It's a whole new world. American single malts is now its own whiskey category. So that's really cool. So how about you? Have you tried American single malt yet? If you have, leave me a comment. Let me know what your experience has been. Until next time, cheers.